Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to all the thanks. And in today's video, I am going to play the Udes 03 Alt 3 and this one is one of the 8 tanks that you can get from the newly released loot boxes. And yeah, I'm gonna start this 8-day journey with this one. And what can I say? Before we start and look at the gameplay very quickly, I am gonna put on the screen some of the base stats that we have and we can find on TanksGG. So DPM base again 1.8k damage. This is a 3-shot autoloader that it does the damage of 1000 in 6 seconds. It delivers 360 damage per shell. Obviously, you can enhance it a bit with the crew skills. I think the max DPM that you can squeeze out of this tank is going to be around 2.4 damage. And yeah, I think the gun depression parameters are a bit better on this one compared to the Tech 3 Udes. So what's special about this tank? Autoloader, right? Anything else? And a bit less armor, I would say. Especially on the turret, because this turret is really chunky. It can definitely bounce because the hull, I would say, it bounces. I'm not sure about the values, and I don't really want to get into that. You guys are probably way more knowledgeable than myself on the stats. I just want to play the tanks, enjoy them, and every video I've seen of this tank felt really enjoyable. But what I've seen about this tank is that can snipe a bit, especially in, let's say, medium to close range. And you'll see that later on in the game, I'll try and snipe longer ranges, and already even with the verse tabs, it doesn't really feel that well. So, especially in my case, I don't have the field mods. I'm guessing that will definitely help a bit. But at the moment, I would stick with medium to close range. Medium range snipe, close range, I would really stay close to the other medium tanks. Maybe heavy tanks, but make sure you don't get too stuck in. Always find a position that you can back off and reload for 26 seconds, right? Or maybe 25-ish with the vents if you're using. But in this case, I don't know. It does feel comfortable, at least for me. You have 3 shells, 3 seconds. I think it's between the shells, and it gives you enough time to think through what you should do. Do you need to? Can you unload the entire clip? Can you only shoot once? Wait for a second, 2 or 3 even, obviously, and then unload the rest. Yeah, it definitely is my type of tank. Obviously, it's not going to be for everybody. But yeah, this one at the moment, and yeah, let's call it a spoiler at this point. I'm kind of enjoying the most of the tanks, even the ones that I already had. But more on that when we get to those. I am gonna review this one. Manti, on the other hand, is probably gonna help me with the KPZ that he is actually playing in this game that I was playing. Probably and hopefully, if he's nice, he's gonna help me with the ISU as well, as he also has that one. And I'll make sure I'll cover the other ones. So here, as you guys can see, long range. I missed the first shell. Probably it went in the barrel of that tank. It was destroyed there in front of the E75. And yeah, the game is already over, right? 5 minutes, 4 minutes even. And yeah, one tank left is the Shelma, which was ignored with success about everybody. Nobody cared about him. Us mediums went around. Heavies dealt with the heavy in the city. So yeah, I think it was all good. Artillery is crying for a bit of help, but we got it. We got it in time. Um, yeah, last thoughts. Well, not last thoughts because I do have another game ready for you guys. So, but before we jump into that one, let's see the game results, shall we? So, in this game, obviously it was a win, a second class. I got a good amount of credits. I think I was running a credit booster, but regardless, it's a tier 9 premium tank. It does a bit more credits than the tier 8s. 3.8k damage, 2 kills, a bit of assistance. I think that was tracking. And yeah, some decent experience, I would say. But too much talking. Let's jump in the next one. All right, guys. Second game. This is on Ghost Town. I am playing in a also again in a tier 10 game. So yeah, I wanna show you guys what can you do. Again, I wanna focus more on mid range and as well on close range because I feel like this is the tank to do that job. I am trying here to just wait it out. I don't really feel I have the speed. Maybe I would have got there. But there's two light tanks. I'm not sure if both of them are going to be here. There's also a Burask in the enemy team. I don't want to insist on going exactly there where the Ares is going. Probably not that aggressive towards our side of the ship. But I want to stay here. Hopefully be able to support the RU, which unfortunately is already getting damaged quite a lot. So now that I know the Burask is destroyed, RU pushed a bit more, and I think I have the time to make it here with the object for 30U. RU is still getting destroyed, but yeah, I tried to snipe. It didn't happen in this game, so let's close up. Let's get a bit more close, right? So I'm looking for those heavies. They are sitting a bit hold down. First shell doesn't go in. I see the 62p. That's a more clear shot. And the Zwilling, I still didn't manage to pen it. I guess he was a bit angled. So I am using APCR for this situation. 284 penetration, which is a bit higher than the Tech 3 tank, Udes 16. I know for sure the standard APCR is also around 20-ish millimeters better than the standard shell from the Udes 16. So overall, in regards of penetration values, this is definitely a bit better. And I know I'm not using the gun depression here, but I was explaining a bit earlier in the previous game that this actually has a 7 plus 6. So you get 7 base and 6 additional with the hydropneumatic suspension, while the Tech Tree Udes gets 5 plus 7. So I feel it's more flexible. You don't get that constant bouncing. And yeah, next up, it's a Tiger 2, which, again, I missed the first shot, but I think that was purely my mistake. It wasn't the tank's problem. I wiggled a bit my aim there. So yeah, I got spotted. I think there's a light tank very, very close to us. As I explain it to the Object 430U, because he is my buddy in this game. A stranger, but he is definitely my buddy, and you guys will probably see it a bit more in depth later on in the game. So, yeah, before we led to this Ares 75, which I think he was a bit upset on us because we weren't pushing with him. We don't know what's behind, right? There's Project Louis, the RHM Panzer, the Windhund, the SU, which haven't been spotted. So I don't really want to take those shots, and I try to make him understand that just stop, right? But that's not the point of this video. I took just let's say I took a break from from playing just to hopefully try and make him understand that that's really not a thing that he needs to do. I saw the Windhund get spotted on the other flank, so that means I'm not gonna get obliterated, right? Heavy's pushed and got destroyed in the center, so I'm really searching for that LHM, and I was blind for a bit because the LHM was behind me. So yes, let's punish him. Oh, as much as I can, right? Because 3 shells. But all 3 shells went in, and I get the support from my team. Project Louis was in the city, and he gets destroyed as well. So now I'm reloading. Um, I have a good position here. I see the base getting capped, and yeah, 37, 38, 39, 40 kilometers per hour. A bit more, 42, I think, 43. Oh, I'm actually getting even more than that, 45 with the bounty turbo level 2, of course. Um, this feels pretty nimble. It feels like I can reposition with this tank. It feels I can um, obviously use it as a medium tank, right? Because when in a medium tank or a fast tank in general, just make sure you guys reposition. Um, so yeah, I thought the KPZ was capping, but that's not the case. It was the Ares 85, which he switches target, he switches to me. Object Porter Hugh is again with me pushing. He did understood the job that we had to do. Um, I feel like this at this moment we had like a little uh, say bro moment because I felt like I could rely on him, which it's a dangerous thing in World of Tanks, but sometimes you need to take the risk, right? I was telling him that I'm reloading still. It's not for long, but there's 2 tanks there, and I have only 3 shells. Then I need to reload for 26 seconds. So I don't feel like that's gonna be a great opportunity for me. So I leave him there. He is pretty healthy. If I'm not mistaken, he is almost full health. So I try and get a different angle on the tanks. I was really hoping I can shoot the Windhund. He was a bit more further away than I wanted to, and the SU was spotted there. And I tried to take some shots on the SU, maybe destroy him. And successfully, I actually managed to destroy him. I reload. I don't wait for the third shell to. I didn't want to wait for it to. Like, I don't know. That would have probably made the situation with Porter View a bit strange. If I would have waited and maybe made the shot on the Windhund or pushed there, I thought I could go there and assist him, but that wasn't the case. And I think the Windhund is looking towards the Porter View. I put one shot, he turns towards me, and then he switches target and gets destroyed. I tell the 430U that I do appreciate his help and his support throughout this battle. The Conqueror GC gets destroyed by the Ares. He sends me a thank you back, and I end up this game with 4,000 damage and a new friend, let's say. So, about the result. As I told you, long range, I feel useless. Long range. I feel like I can't really rely on putting 3 shells, right? Like reliably put 3 shells into the enemy tanks. So mid to close range, 4k damage, 2 kills, a bit of spotting or tracking. I can't even remember. Probably spotting in this case. Uh, Unimportant. A lot of credits, and yes, this was with the credit booster, but without the credit booster, I would have still got around 150. Yes, I did fire some APCR, well, quite a lot of APCR, but I still made a very good amount of credits without the credit booster again. So 4,000 damage, two kills, 1,000 XP, and this is the first tank of the loot boxes. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys, in the next one, which I'll probably do in a few days. So stick around for the KPZ review, and yeah, see you around. Bye.